Welcome.
And we are back.
We are back.
Episode 7 of the Free Gems podcast.
Yes, sir.
You got your boy Ez. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying?
Kamal over here.
Cinco with me to my right. You know what I mean? So it's episode 7. You know, we've been promising guests. We've been promising a lot of things. So that's coming next episode. This episode, me and Kamal have been talking for like the last week, and we kept bringing up that he has like a certain topic he wanted to bring up. So I'm just following his lead this episode, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and take it away, because I've been dying to see what you want to tell me. He didn't want to tell me. He refused to just tell me the whole week. He's like, nah, bro, I'm just bringing it up there. I don't want to talk about it now. I want to bring it up when we get there. I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
So we're here right now. Now's the moment. So I'm going to share something with the audience, a quote one of my old mentors told me, and it really stuck with me, and I live with it every day. That quote is, "Success has no sympathy for the validity or the righteousness of your excuse."
Damn.
Let me repeat that. Hold on.
Success
Let me repeat that.
has no sympathy
For the validity or the righteousness of your excuses.
on God.
So let me break that down. Let me give you an example. Mm-hmm. So when most people make commitments,
that's deep.
I'm about to break it. Bro, listen, I'm about to.
Go ahead.
I'm about to break it down. So most people are good with commitments and what we call the honeymoon phase. Right. You know, they'll make a commitment and they're like riding off the emotion of the commitment.
Of course.
Then once that emotion ends, and now they got to get in the grind part of that commitment, things change. So,
100%.
So for an example, let's say me and you, we set fitness goal for next year.
Okay.
We wanted X, Y, Z for next year as a fitness goal, right? And you know, we both say we're gonna go to the gym 5 times a week. That's the commitment we made to ourselves. And, you know, we start out the honeymoon phase, the first week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah.
Going high. Yeah. On Instagram,
recording look at you. You feel that pump?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me every fucking, I ain't gonna lie, that's me every fucking month. I go to the gym for like 1 day.
Yo,
and maybe 2, and then it's done. But yeah, go ahead.
So right. It's the high of the emotion, but like everything that comes up must come down.
Of course, yeah.
So once that's over and you get in the grind part, so now let's say after the emotion ends and I'm supposed to go to the gym today, and I'm like, you know what? I just don't feel like going today. I'm not going to the gym.
That's me also every month. By the 3rd time I gotta go to the gym, that's definitely me.
And then you, on the other hand, you have to take your dog to the vet, so that's why you couldn't go to the gym. Even though in the back of your mind you knew you had to take your dog, you could have made time for it, but you're telling yourself, I couldn't go because I had to take my dog to the vet.
100%. This is old me right here.
And
I'm literally making excuses to not go to the gym because I need to go on my phone and make sure I pay this bill.
Listen,
like, what the fuck,
bro,
like,
listen. And what's the quote? Success has no sympathy for the validity or the righteousness of your excuse.
Right. No matter how important your excuse is,
good excuse,
it's still an excuse.
Good excuse. It's not like the gym gods or Jesus or Allah, whoever it is, the world, the universe is gonna say, you know what, Ez? Your excuse was legit. So we're going to give you the feeling of going to the gym and the results of going to the gym anyway, because your excuse was legit.
Nah, yeah, 1,000%. Yeah,
that's not how success works. Success has no sympathy for the validity or righteousness of your excuses.
Yeah,
so now I'm about to create a scenario for you. So now
make excuses, bro. Excuses is like that's
about
everything. It just helps you cope and deal with like, okay, this makes sense.
This is the reason why I'm not doing this.
Oh, this makes sense because it is. Like, it's not about making sense, motherfucker. You had a commitment. You had something that you said you wanted to do. Why can't you stick with that? It's just that. And it's so natural for us to make an excuse. And
now, okay, let's say after the honeymoon period ends, you're in the grind period. You make that excuse. What happens? It starts becoming a slippery slope. So let's say. So I'm gonna say. Let's call it. If-ville. You start traveling to If-ville.
Okay.
I'll go to the gym if I don't have anything to do after work. I'll go to the gym if I'm not tired from whatever.
Yo,
I will call it If-ville and I'll call it Buts-berg. Those are 2 places people start traveling from. If-ville or Buts-berg. It's I'll go to the gym, but I got invited out somewhere. But if. So now a year passes, you're nowhere further along from the commitment that you made, and you tell yourself, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's just a gym. That's totally wrong.
100%.
100% wrong. That is a footnote of the problem. The problem is that you lied to yourself.
Damn.
You made a commitment to yourself, and you did not fall through.
I feel
with
like
it.
you talking to me right now.
Think about it.
This ain't even for the podcast. Nigga, you coming at me personally.
No. You can lie.
Right,
you can lie to a lot
100%.
of people. You can
lie to everybody but yourself.
You can lie to everyone but yourself. You can break so many different commitments to everybody, but the biggest commitment you'll break is to yourself. Because you gotta look yourself in the mirror every day.
Damn, that's dope.
And you gotta realize after this year where you're no further along than before, when you gotta look yourself in the mirror every morning. And guess what? Then you start pivoting on to other commitments. But guess what? Guess what you're living? If-ville and Buts-berg. If-ville and Buts-berg. So now the commitments you make are more like suggestions.
You developed an ethic in the way that you think and the way that you operate. It's the process. Your process is fucked up.
And now you're so unsure of yourself. Now you're so second guessing yourself.
Damn.
And now time passes, and now you're living this mundane, middle of the pack lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying life is all about happiness. You can find happiness in each level of life.
Right.
But at the end of the day, deep down in the pit of your soul, you know you want more, you deserve more out of life.
Damn, that's deep.
And the reason why I'm
going through this right now.
Bro.
I was literally just talking about the shit that I don't need to do, and it's like, okay, this all kind of correlates into how I'm feeling right now.
And the reason why I can talk so passionately about this is because what do you think I've been living for the most of my 20s? Mm-hmm. Bro. At this point, I'm the ex-mayor of Buts-berg and clergyman of If-ville. Right. A former clergyman.
Nah,
at
sure.
this point, at the most of my 20s.
Yeah, no, for real.
You feel me?
Especially because niggas like us, we understand that we need and we want so much. So the fact that it's not here, it's already there.
Yo,
everything you want in life is literally already there. What you want, a Lambo? You want a big apartment? You want a big mansion? Literally, it's there. There's a million Lamborghinis. There's a billion pieces of fucking giant real estate counters that you can go get. You just got to get there.
You just got to
it's already there in a plethora.
There.
So it's like
it's there in abundance. You just got to get there.
It's really just up to you to make the journey faster or slower. You're on your own time. You're really on your own race. And it's weird because I just said this shit in the car and I didn't even realize I was quoting it, but I was just talking about life really is a marathon. I'm like, oh, shit.
It really is.
I said it out loud and I was like, what the fuck? Like niggas in the comment was like, yeah, like Nip said. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about Nip when I said it, but I'm like, damn,
it really is the marathon.
Like it really, like you training for something way longer than it's not a little 20-second sprint. It's not a 100-meter dash. Like this is a very long fucking race, and most people are never gonna finish this race.
Exactly.
They're gonna give up and they're gonna cross the finish line walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you train enough? Did you work hard enough to build your tolerance, your endurance to be able to run the full 26.3? Because if not, then it's okay to be walking at the end because life gonna kick your ass. Like that's part of the process
Absolutely.
too. But it's about that training. So when you realize you stepping into the marathon, you don't ever stop running.
You don't never. It's about keep moving forward.
Yeah, keep moving forward at that pace too. Once you hit that
stride,
pace,
yes. That confidence is different.
Yeah, right now I'm working on so many different businesses. That's exactly how I feel. Like I'm working on I'm stretching out right now. Like I'm in the gym. Like not literally, but like mentally, I'm in the gym just like working my brain in so many different avenues. Where I'm like, all right, soon enough, I need to start seeing the fruits of the labor. All these other things.
Yes, same here.
So I'm just like, and I've been telling myself like I'm trying to work on a different backing for me. Like I need a different financial backing. Like I want to switch over from the whole like tattooing 24 hours a day basically to trading options and stocks and shit like that, and working on all the other businesses I'm gonna have working real soon. And yeah, it goes back into like I just know once I get everything going, I'm gonna be on that fast track, that marathon.
Absolutely.
That's when it's really gonna start for me. Once everything starts moving, all right, let's go.
Boom.
Like once I know I'm making millions of dollars a year, like now I need billions. Like that's when the marathon starts for me. For once I see 7 figures in assets, or you know what I'm saying, like I'm like, okay, this is tangible. Like,
we here.
We gone. Like let's go.
But if you would have told me 10 years ago that 10 years from now I wouldn't be further along in my goals, I would have told you you're full of shit.
Yeah, I would have told you.
But that's okay.
I would have told you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, you're not lying.
But listen, that's okay. I wouldn't trade it at all. I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, doing exactly what I need to be doing at the time.
Everything's about time.
I feel like all the trials and tribulations that I went through in my 20s, all the mental battles I had in my head, shaped me into the man I needed to be.
No, yeah.
You feel me?
1,000%. And that goes so lightly because that's so cliche to just say.
No, but it's
like
the facts.
these last couple of months that I've been just changing the way I think and everything has just been going so fast. Like I realized like, yo, like people like these cliches are real.
Yo,
it's
fucking
truth. Real.
It's people just say it. Just
when you start living, it's like, yo, what the fuck? All these quotes, they all make sense. And it's crazy because we started today with a quote, and it's like, man, I love having quotes that stay with me, that always like just be
I live
reiterated in my brain.
because I tell myself excuses all the time.
Nah, word. I don't know why my man's. I think I quoted this on the podcast before too. One time I was doing a tap and I told him like, man, whatever he was trying to get, I was like, that might not be possible, bro. And he looked at me and was like, what you mean it's not possible, bro? Like, they put a nigga on the moon. How is it not possible? And like I say that shit probably like once a month at this point in my life. And that was like 8 years ago. And I still say that shit. And I'm like, yo, he's right.
With you.
Like, he's right. And rather than niggas actually landed on the moon or not, listen, that's neither here nor there. But
I have a theory about that, but I'm not getting into that right
now. we get into all that shit too. Listen, I was always on some like, yeah, there's an Illuminati, but at the same time, like, nah, I don't give a fuck about none of that because they don't control my life. Like, not that there's Illuminati, but there's like that top percentage that does run shit. Like, yeah, and shout out to them. Like, I'm trying to join them. Like, I ain't gonna talk down on them just because they're ahead of the game. Like, yeah, they morals and ethics is all fucked up. I'm not trying to be that. But I do want to be the person who's running the game.
You want to have that.
How do I run the game? Like right now, we in the game, and even when you run the game, you still in another game. Like,
yeah, it's always a bigger game involved. Always.
Nah, 100%, man.
So let me give you the other end of the scenario.
Okay.
So we talked about
If-ville and Buts-berg.
If-ville and Buts-berg, bro. I'm
most of us is living in
that. No, legit. So
yeah, I'm running for office next year. Matter of fact, now fuck that, because I'm changing everything this year. Listen to me. 2022 is gonna be an immaculate year, bro. I'm out of here. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be in a whole different world mindset. Everything's gonna be different for me in about 6 months.
So let's go back to that. So let's go back to the training, and after the honeymoon period's over, we both make the excuse, but you say, you know what, I made a commitment to myself to go 5 days a week. So by this time next year, I'm where I want to be.
Right.
And you follow through with that commitment. And now your confidence is so through the roof, and then you trickle that into another commitment. And what you start doing is building one of the greatest attributes that any successful person has ever had.
Which is?
Conviction. Conviction.
That's deep.
Think about it.
We need Steve Harvey in this moment.
Think about it. Conviction.
Listen, I need somebody else in this moment because this nigga's preaching. Hold on.
Have you ever...
Conviction.
Have you
Define
ever...
conviction for me one time, for the people. I get what you're saying, but I want to hear what you're like.
So my definition of conviction is being so clear-minded and knowing exactly where you're going.
Oh, I like that.
Knowing your path and knowing that you're going there, knowing that it's just a matter of time until you get there.
Oh yeah.
You start walking.
I've been feeling like that with forever.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen somebody who just looks successful?
Yeah.
They just have a different energy about them.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how much money they have on. Yeah. They just have a different energy 100%. About them.
And you can tell. You can feel it in the room.
You can feel it.
They walk around with a certain aura. Like
with
they
a certain
got that Prince glow or that
it's
Michael
like,
Jackson
legit,
glow to
it's a certain glow that's permeating. It's crazy.
Word.
And you got to realize, they've had to convince themselves 100 times over. They've had to have so many different self-victories before you, a stranger, can look at them and say, damn, this nigga going places. But for real though, right? They've had to have so many self-victories.
Oh God.
And convince themselves 100 times over before you, a stranger, can look at them and see that in them.
You're 1,000% right, bro. I'm working on that. I promise you, I'm working on that, bro.
It's different.
I think about this shit so much, bro. Like, I've been feeling different. I'm walking different.
Yes.
I'm looking around. I feel like the eyes on me are feeling different. Like certain things, everything's changing in front of me at such a fast pace.
It's just different.
It's because I know I'm working on that.
Exactly.
Right there. I'm working on that aura.
Think about it. The top percentages of the top of any field. Anyone in any field, they all have conviction. Yeah. All of them, no matter what it is, no matter what they do, they're all certain and for sure.
Yeah, that confidence,
they believe so much. You believe in them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, now you're right.
You walk in a room, you're like, damn, who is? I don't even know this.
I'll never forget, bro. I was in Miami a couple years ago. It was like spring break. We was chilling on Ocean Drive. You know what I'm saying? At a restaurant. It's like me, 4 of my niggas. It's like 4 or 5 girls on the table next to us. We chilling on the sidewalk because this is before the pandemic. I'll tell you a story because I'm still baffled by this nigga. I want to know who this nigga was. Listen to me. So we sitting on the curb. We eating at this restaurant before the pandemic. People were always eating outside on Ocean Drive. You know Ocean Drive in Miami. So cool. As we sitting there, if you know Ocean Drive in Miami, there's no fucking parking. So if you park on the street, that means you valet. Cool. So gray Aventador pulls up. It was like gray. It was a gray Lamborghini Aventador, low to the ground. Shit was so low. He was lower than us. So dude hops out. Brolic looking like middle-aged black dude, probably like in his 40s or something, you know what I'm saying? But he looked healthy in his 40s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Greeting everybody with a smile. As soon as he hands valet 100, And he's literally right next to to the point where I could touch his car. That's how close he is. I'm like, who the fuck just pulled up on us like that? You feel me? Car's still hot. Like I can feel the heat from his car permeating. Like, so dude hops out, hands valet 100. He comes and sits down on the other side of the four girls we're sitting at, because we're at one table, the girls are at this next table. We're sitting along the sides of this one. They're sitting along the sides of that one. So he pulls up, goes on the table next to them on the other side, right? He catches one of their attention, like he just sits down mad casually and just starts talking to him. And then as we're talking to like three of the girls, he's talking to one of them, and they're having a conversation. The waiter comes over, and then the waiter start asking them like, do you guys want one more round? They were like, no, it's okay. Like we're good. We'll just take the bill. He's like, nah. Out of nowhere, dude's like, nah, it's on me. Don't worry about it. He's like, yeah. He's like, and bring them all around. He's like, and cover their bill. I'm like, oh, this nigga got it. I'm like, he don't know none of these bitches from a hole in the wall. He just hopped out of his car, pulled up on four strangers. Listen to me. When the waiter came out, as the waiter's coming out with the drinks and everything, because we parlaying for another 10 minutes. This nigga's here for like maybe 10 minutes. And within these 10 minutes, he calls over a street magician. The street magician comes over. This nigga starts doing all types of cool shit, antics. He's blowing fire, playing with cars.
He was cheating.
All of this shit. Yo, bro, this nigga hands this nigga 100. Waiter comes out. Pulls out a couple hundred. Pays her. Feel me? Nigga. All I know is the dude slid shorty a business card. The one girl he's talking to, mind you, all their friends are trying to act cool because he's really only talking to one of them. He slides shorty a business card, hops in his car, and disappears. I'm like, did this nigga just hop out his car to spend $1,000 and
you are watching a master at work.
What the fuck just happened?
That's different.
Yo, bro, but listen, but while we sitting there talking, so now as soon as he leaves, shorty starts fanning out. She's like, yo, like this nigga, he told us to come to the strip club. Like, yo, we out. And the bitch is like, yeah, we out in front of us. This nigga just took 4 bitches from us. like it was nothing. Just spoke to one, let her know what was going on. The rest of them saw, followed along. And I'm like, yo,
this was all in like 10 minutes.
Like,
I know this seemed like it happened like this.
Like that. And I was like, yo, he really got it in life because like that meant nothing to him. Like he did that just to make an impression and curve. He don't care if they hit him up. But he like knows. He knows his game plan just worked. He knows, all right, all these little niggas have nothing on me. They're in their 20s. They're nothing to offer. These bitches just me pull up in an Aventador and I invited them to the strip club after I just dropped the band in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he tipped the waiter probably like $200-$300 because there's no way them 4 girls spent $500-$600.
Yeah, and that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's Ocean Drive, nigga. They might have spent $200-$300. He just gave the waiter like $500-$600. Like, here, pay the magician, pay the valet, curve. I'm like, whoa.
Yo.
But that vision stayed in my head, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta get there.
That's
like,
different.
Like, I gotta get to the point where I could just pull over, spend $1,000. I see 4 fine women, like, all right, do that curve, and it really means nothing. Whether they hit me or not, I don't care.
Don't even matter.
Yeah, it really don't matter.
If not, I made that day.
I got an elevator inside my condo type shit. Like, that's probably how he's living. Like, truth be told, like, so I seen what you was talking about, that confidence that people walking around with that aura. You're like, what the fuck was that about?
It's so different, and you got to realize I'm talking about goals that you set for yourself. I'm not talking about what you see other people doing. Yeah. And another cliche, your biggest enemy is yourself. This whole topic is about that cliche.
Yeah.
The biggest enemy is the person you staring at in the mirror. I'm talking about goals you set for yourself. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. If you can hit some of the goals that you set for yourself in life and start hitting them consistently, then you start living the life that you deserve. No matter what it is. Yeah. It don't even got to be about money if that's not what you're into. It's just about goals that you set for your life. You define success. Yeah. The first word of the quote was success. You define what success looks like in your life.
Man, damn. See, I be worried though, like, cause I know I want so many materialistic things.
That's okay.
But I feel like majority of it is just, I just want to do it so I can say I did that.
Just to say you did it.
Yeah, like I want to go get a fleet of Lamborghinis and I might end up looking at myself, this is the dumbest shit I ever did. And get rid of them and be left with 1 car instead of 100 cars. And like, that's cool. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to go through that L.
And you went through it.
But I get wary, like, man, are we chasing the wrong thing? Like, am I chasing the wrong thing? But it's like, nah.
Listen, whatever success is for you, whatever makes you happy in life.
I think success for me is gonna be just being able to help, like at all times, like whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do, being able to just do. Like, I just want to be able to
same
do
here,
it.
same here.
With no
Without
type
restrictions.
of limitations.
Without restrictions.
Like,
Yes.
right. If I want to go spend $40 million to go fly to the moon real quick, we could do that. Like Jeff Bezos.
Living without restrictions.
Yeah, I need that, man. That freedom, that ultimate freedom. That's what I really need, is that ultimate freedom.
Yep, being able to, get up and do whatever you want. But that's success for you,
Yeah, I was watching this video that was explaining how people should be like working on their retirement plans, and this one dude broke it down to a real cool fucking way, like, to look at it. He was like, think about how much you make right now, and you're able to sustain a lifestyle. All right, like, think about how much it would be for you to live a comfortable lifestyle. For the average person, honestly, if they can make 50, 60K a year, that's comfortable enough to get an apartment, own a car, eat every day, go out if they want to once or twice a month, you know what I'm saying, every other weekend. Yeah, or if they want to go out every weekend, that could work too, depending on how
on your budget. How you want to, yeah.
But even if you do, that's $50,000 a year, that's basically $1,000 a week. If you can survive with $1,000 a week, cool. Now, if that's going to be comfortable enough for you, think about a number that's comfortable enough. Some people might need $100K a year. Some people might need $200K a year to live how they really want to live. You know what I'm saying? But let's work with that 50. If you work with $50K a year, think about 25 years times $50K. Now, when you do the math on that, if I'm not mistaken, that should be like 1.5 or something, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Oh, no, 1.25 million.
Yeah,
1.25 million. All right, and you got 1.25 million. If you work on stacking up that 1.25 million, which sounds absurd, but if you're working on
time.
Think about what is it going to take for you to work on that. He told me, the video really explained, all right, taking 7 years to work on the next 25 years. So he was explaining how in 7 years you stack that 1.25 million. You break that down to how much is that going to accumulate? How much is that going to accumulate? And how do you make 1.25 million stashed away in 7 years? Figure out the way to do that, and then all you got to do is, once you get that 1.25 million, which is not a crazy number when you think about it.
It's really not.
But you can sit back on your ass and just spend 50K a year for the next 25 years. That's the road to retirement. And truth be told, by the time you get to 1.25 million stash, you have other businesses that's not going to feel like work, and you'll be able to make different avenues of work. And it's like, that shit inspired me to be like, I can't be working until I'm 70.
And guess what? And once you have that, you'll be able to live off your interest.
Exactly.
Literally, you'll be able to live off your interest.
He broke into that. He broke into that for sure. That's, man, I wish people understood how important it is to, like, stash money in the proper places. Like, people be thinking that they bank accounts is like, people be thinking that they're saving. Like, one thing I hate.
I don't believe in savings accounts.
Yo, thank you, bro. Literally,
personally, I don't believe in savings accounts.
At any moment, you'll never find more than like $1,500 in my fucking checking account. Like, it just won't be there.
I have exactly what my checking account, what I need to pay all my bills for the month.
Yes. Outside of the bills, I have all my bills outside of my account, but I don't even look at that like it's my money.
No,
because it's like, nigga, I owe that.
That's not even mine.
But I say that to say, yeah, people, I hate when I hear motherfuckers like, I tell people like, yo, you should invest. You should buy some Bitcoin. You should buy some Ethereum, you know what I'm saying, long-term investment, or invest in, you know what I'm saying, in something. Put your money into real estate. Put something. And they're like, yeah, I'm just waiting to stack up first. It's like,
that doesn't make sense.
Like, what do you talk? Like, all right, granted, you want to start with a large amount of money, but something like crypto, bro, if you got $2,000-$3,000 laying around that you don't touch because you're living off this
long-term investment.
Put $2,000 away, $3,000 away, because honestly, when you sit around with money just sitting somewhere, like in a bank account or in a shoebox, you're literally just waiting for.
You get a 0.25% a year,
bro. What I'm saying is, you're waiting for something major to happen in your life, where you're gonna need to go into that account and go into that shoebox and spend that money. Whether it be a car engine, a car accident, it could be a vacation, it could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could be anything. But you're waiting for life to come take that from you. Like, there's gonna be a problem, a situation you're gonna need it for. It's gonna be a class or something. And what'll happen is, if you already had that money tucked away in an investment, you're gonna figure out a way to get that money that you are gonna need. You're gonna figure that out when it comes, instead of having to tap into your savings until the last bit of the only money you actually have to your name.
And think about what a bank is. You give your money to the bank, and they loan it out for more interest.
Exactly.
So they're making money off your money while they're giving you a 0.25% or a quarter of a percentage, whatever the case may be, while you can just put your money in a long-term investment and just let it sit there, and you're gonna get more than a 0.25% you're getting from the bank.
Even like people don't understand a half percentage. This is what a half percentage means. All right, let's say you have $10,000 in your bank account right now, right? You getting a 0.5%. 1% of $10,000 is $100.
$100.
So half of that, you're making $50.
Yeah,
you're making $50.
You're making $50. So at the end of the year, you have $1,050 in your bank account.
Yeah.
Off that $100.
$10,000, $50.
Oh, $10,000.
You made $50 off your $10,000. Right?
$10,000, $50. You made $50.
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I have percent.
Right. While they turn around and use your money to go give somebody a car loan, because that's all they do is they're just pulling all the money that's being sent to these bank accounts, and they're gonna give somebody a car loan for $20,000, and they're gonna give it to him at a 12% interest rate, and then like I said, you're getting 0.5% on your money back, and they're over here making a fucking killing off your money.
Listen to me. Do me a favor. If you're watching this right now, do me a favor. If you have your money in the bank, go and look at what your policy is. Go look at how much you're making a year. Yeah. How much they're robbing you every year.
Yeah, for sure. It gets crazy.
Like I said, I'm more the conservative type investor anyway. I'd rather put my money aside and not even think about it and get yield over yield after every year.
Yeah, these banks are so gangster, bro. Because I remember after I bought my crib, they sold my mortgage probably like 3 times now.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like
yeah,
they sell them, and I didn't understand what that was about.
They literally package them all together.
Yeah, they package up hundreds,
like
if not thousands of mortgages, billions of dollars worth of mortgages. They package it and they sell it for a lump sum because the interest is so crazy. Like, all right, this is what I did. I did the math on my crib, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
You break it down because you have the whole actual numbers.
Listen. The house I bought, $340,000, right? Mortgage, let's say roughly about $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year. I have a 30-year mortgage. In 10 years, that $3,000 a month, that's $300,000. I damn near have it paid off in 10 years. Why am I paying 20 more years, bro? When I did the math, I'm paying over $1 million. Like, I'm gonna do the exact number real quick. It's $3,000 a month times 30. You could put $36,000 a year. Times 30 years, I'm paying $1,080,000 for a $340,000 house. And that's not fucking genius. These niggas got the game on lock.
And let's talk about it. This is something that I think that needs to be taught in schools about interest, about compound interest versus simple interest. You know,
break it down.
Let me break it down. So let's say I let you borrow $100 at 5%, right?
Okay.
So 5% of $100 is $5. So at the end of the year, it's simple interest, $5.
Right.
Second year,
compound
$110.
interest.
No. It's simple interest is always that $5.
Okay.
So 1 year it'd be 105, then 110, 115. Compound interest is interest on top of your interest.
Oh, right.
So after the first year, it'd be 105.
Now
then it would be 5% of
that
105.
Right.
So that's 110 and some change.
Right.
And then next year, it'd be the 5% of 110 and some change.
Right.
So that's the difference between compound interest and simple interest.
Yeah, that's kind of how I work with my real estate account. Like the money I have invested in real estate is compound interest, which is a part of it. And people don't understand that shit. Like I've had a lot of my partners like invest, like a lot of people that are around my age invest in everything, and it's like you understand it's a long-term thing, and like accounts like that, your best bet is just keep pumping money into it.
Exactly.
Don't sit around expecting 10,000 to turn to 30,000 in a year or two.
No,
that's not how that works.
That's not how it works at all.
At all. You know what I'm saying? But you put compound interest. Now you put let's say you put 25,000. The shit's getting 20%. That's $5,000. By the end of the year, you make $5,000, which doesn't sound like much. That's like $400 a month, damn near. For that whole year, you made about $400 a month. If you think about it, though, $100 a week. If you turn 20% on 25,000.
Yep.
Now by the next year, that 25,000 is 30,000, and you getting 20% on that, which is 6 bands. You know what I'm saying? And then it keeps growing.
And it literally grows from there.
But ideally, you put more money in. Whatever it took for you to get that 25,000 that you put initially,
make
sure another 10 you can put in this year. Put in another 1,000 a month. That's 12,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that is so crucial for people to understand, because people be thinking, oh, I can invest $5,000 here and it's going to turn to 10 in a year. That's not how these investments work.
And they don't teach us about investing. They don't teach us about like I was saying, compound interest and even credit. Yo, bro, do you realize that once you're how is it not predatory lending to send an 18-year-old so many different credit cards? That is literally predatory lending.
Nah, yeah,
it doesn't even make sense.
Predatory lending means that they're literally on some wolf shit and they're about to trying to kill you with these loans.
Literally,
like, here, sign up for this, sign up for this. You don't know no better.
Like they want you, as soon as you turn 18, to max out your credit card, so they got you forever.
Yeah.
Of that compound interest.
It's the same thing with the properties. Like going back to the mortgage, they want you to fuck it up. They want you to not pay and get it foreclosed. Because why? All right, you've been paying this shit for 2 years. You're paying $36,000 a year in 2 years, $72,000. You pay $30,000 down payment. You down over $100,000 in these 2 years. Now you can't pay it no more. Oh, sorry, we're taking this back. You're not getting shit back for this $100,000 that you had. You're a dub, and we're gonna resell this house again for the value that it's at now. It had inflated 50, 60 grand. So now not only it's not $340,000 no more. Now they're selling it for $420,000, and they have your 100 bands.
And they have your 100 bands.
You shitting me? These banks are genius.
Yo, that's exactly what these credit card
And I can
companies
never
want.
be mad at them.
Yup.
Though. I think it's fucking genius.
What you gonna say?
I was gonna say, my bad. It took me 2 years to realize that paying the minimum on my Macy's card was the dumbest shit I could do.
I was just about to get into that.
Oh
I was just about to get to that.
I was taking an L for years.
And you don't even realize that you're taking that L.
Oh my!
They don't teach you about that.
I didn't know. Not only I didn't know. I was turning a blind eye almost purposely.
Because it's like,
I'm like, fuck
I'm making a payment.
$40 a month. Y'all can take that. I don't give a fuck.
No, but you know why? Because of compound interest.
Exactly.
The interest off your interest.
Bro,
so it's like, bro, I've been paying this for so long. Why is my principal not changing?
Exactly.
I've been paying for so long. It's like I haven't even been playing it. It's because of compound interest.
Exactly.
They don't teach us about that.
I'm like, yo, I was Macy's $700 for 2 years now. How the fuck I've been paying these?
That's what I'm saying.
I've been
paying.
literally only paying off the interest. I'm an idiot.
And then guess what? You pay interest first and then the principal.
Exactly.
They don't teach you that either.
That's the
you pay
shit.
interest first. How do you pay interest first before you even touch the principal?
They need mine. I need
mine before.
But it makes sense though, because the financial institution is a third party.
Exactly.
They're not the person that gains that full that gains the like whoever owns that property is going to get the $300,000. They're going to gain the interest. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to pay them first.
Right. They need their money
because
first they put their neck on the line and said, "Here's $400,000.
Here's what we're going to loan you here." So I need my money first.
So you can never be mad at the game. Like you really can't be. It's part of the game.
It's about education. It's about education. And once you learn how to use your credit properly, they hate people like that.
Yeah,
they hate people like that.
When I was talking about refinancing, people get nervous. They're like, "But why would I want to restart a loan if I'm 3 years already into it and I'm close to the finishing it?" It's like, because that's not the game.
No.
The game is literally being able to borrow money against the credit that you have, against your name, literally using your name as leverage, your credit as leverage, so you could borrow the money to continue to
leverage it on to
something
else and use it for something else. And a lot of times, if the rate drops, you get a lot better rate.
That too.
And then at the end of the day, if we break, I'm not going to break down the math and actual explanation or actual example right now. But if you have a lower interest here than a higher interest you're paying, even though you're further on in this loan, at the end of the day, this might be better because you're paying a lower interest at the end of 30 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Bro, the refinance boom this past year has been crazy because the rates have been so low.
Yeah, everybody's refinancing.
Yeah,
I'm in the process of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you feel me? But it's just. But it's crazy how they don't really teach credit, how to use your credit properly, and so many young adults get out in the world and their credit's so messed up, and now they have so many loans, and we're not even talking about college loans and everything. So why do you think America's so in debt right now? Why do you think the $1 trillion worth of debt? Because they want. That's how they want it. That's how it's designed. They want you to keep paying them, instead of moving smart. And once you move smart, now you're basically an enemy. And when you let credit work for you, now you can. The world's at your fingertips, for real.
Nah, 100%.
If you know what you're doing and know how to maneuver it, but they don't teach that. Like, damn, I've been paying this for 4 years. How come I still owe the same amount? Or how come it's not a big difference? Because you're literally just paying off the interest. You're not even touching the principal yet.
Yeah, for real. That's how it is with the car loans.
And you're literally paying interest on your interest.
Yeah.
That's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is mind-boggling. But like I said, you can't be mad at the game, man.
Nah, you really can't.
I really I was watching some little documentary about like how the mob was moving, and like they were explaining like one of their main things was doing loans, like giving out loans, and the way it was like, yo, if you get turned into a main member, you know what I'm saying, somebody else, a higher up, will hand you $1 million, let's say $500,000 in cash. Like, all right, go find people that need loans and hand these out. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it to you at 5%. You give it to them at 10%.
Yep.
And it's just like a bank. I'm like, this is fucking genius.
That's what bro.
Because that same person will go find, you know what I'm saying, let's say 10 different people, and they were giving people way higher interest rates. They'll tell them,
loan sharks.
Right, yeah. They'll hit a motherfucker, yo, listen, I need 20%, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'll give you this $100,000.
And they're going at people that are desperate.
I need $20,000 a year back for this $100,000, you know what I'm saying? And if you do that 5 times, now I done made this $500,000 somebody let me borrow this $500,000, and now I can redistribute it, $100K to 5 different people. They're each paying me $20K. I'm making $100K profit over there.
And now I'm getting cash flow from everywhere.
Right.
Now I'm getting my cash flow from everywhere.
Right. Now I'm making $100K profit, and I just got to kick back 5% of what he wanted. You know what I mean?
That's just like the bank work. It's a fine line between the mob and the bank.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the name of the game is turning yourself into the bank. If you really want to win, I learned this a long time ago. If you really want to win, what you need to do is figure out how to make the product of your business money. You want money to be the product. Yes. That's how the bank wins, because they're selling money.
They're selling,
That's
literally.
all they do is they selling money. If you can figure out that dynamic, you got it. Like that's the easiest product to sell also, like, because everybody needs it. Everybody needs money. Like, and it goes back to like time, people's credit, and then like everybody needs money even if they don't got it. That's why so many people in the hood and people that are already financially fucked up, they somehow still get approved for certain credit lines. You know, how the fuck do you even get approved for that? It's because somebody down there is willing to capitalize on the fact that you're gonna be irresponsible, and they're just gonna go into collections, and the insurance company is gonna pay them back.
Yep. And it's all backed by insurance. If you default. And there's a fine line between the mob and the banks. The difference is the banks pay taxes.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes about. That's what it all comes down to. Think about it. What's the difference between a prostitute and a porn star?
Taxes. And one's on camera.
Exactly. The one's on camera.
That's tough.
That's the difference. That's the name of the game.
I heard some shit like that. Like if you have sex for money, it's prostitution. But if you record it, even if she's a prostitute, it's technically pornography.
Think about it.
And it's not illegal. That's crazy.
Why you think being a bookie is illegal? But you can go to Vegas because they're not paying taxes. That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah.
So Uncle Sam want his. At the end of the day, he needs whatever you got your hands in. He needs. The difference between the pharmaceutical companies and the niggas on the street. Taxes.
For sure.
Taxes. If Pimp started paying taxes, you'd start having commercials out here on TV. If Pimp started paying taxes,
no bullshit.
That's what it comes down to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they had a 1099 for him?
For pimping? That's tough. That's tough.
Nah, I'm being funny, but that's what it all comes down to.
Man.
That's the difference between legit and illegal. If you paying taxes or not. The selling miracle marijuana legally and with a license, paying taxes, and your homie off the street who sells weed. Taxes.
Nah, 1,000%. That was the whole struggle of them trying to make weed legal. Was just motherfuckers was trying to figure out how to tax it. And then as soon as they figured out something like Denver, Colorado, I forgot what they were saying. It was something like there's like billions of dollars of taxes coming into just Colorado, not Denver, but Colorado, the whole state. They made like billions of dollars in their first couple of years of just taxing it. Right. And like they benched it.
But support your local drug dealer. Support small businesses.
Your local weed dealer.
Hell yeah.
Weed dealer. Every other drug is, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was talking about.
I always hate it when niggas is like, yo, weed's not a drug. I'm like, you're dumb. Shut up.
Absolutely.
Like, mind you, motherfuckers is avid weed smokers. I ain't saying fuck weed and nothing like that. But it's a drug. You smoke it, you feel different. Plain and simple. And you'll go hungry without
a euphoric feeling.
Listen, I remember motherfuckers was literally spending their last dollar on weed before they would spend it on food. I'm like, that's some crackhead shit.
That is.
You go buy some weed before you eat. Bet. Nigga be like, yo, I got $10. Damn, I need $5 for the weed. I'm gonna have to eat some bullshit with this other $5. Like,
they didn't mind the
they don't know what to do. Man, weed nigga drop out of school. Niggas, bro, listen, weed is a drug, y'all. Don't let that shit fool you.
Oh, absolutely. Anything that changes your regular state is a drug.
Yeah, for sure. But people just always like, nah, bro, it's natural. It's a plant.
It is a plant.
At this point, no, it's not, nigga. Not the shit we smoking.
Nah,
not the shit that America got. Zaza, nah. I don't know. That shit.
Yo, they done crossbreeded and
bro, I'm jacking the
hybrids
that
and
shit.
Yo,
they gotta be lacing that shit.
Yo, nah, they gotta be.
They gotta be lacing that shit.
And there was people saying conspiracy theories that they was cutting it with fentanyl in order for
what?
I heard a report that
fentanyl in the weed is crazy.
I heard a report that the government was doing it in order.
The government?
So listen,
don't do this.
So people would not support the small business and go to the dispensaries where they know it's not cut with it, which wouldn't surprise me.
Whoa,
that wouldn't surprise me at all.
That just fucked me up. That's devious though. But what am I talking about? Like,
bro,
these are the same niggas
listen.
that handed out fucking chickenpox blankets.
If you were to realize what this government has covered up over the vast majority of years, you would think everyone's crazy. You would think it's conspiracy theories.
That's why I don't get into them. That's honestly why I don't get into them, because it's like, first of all, it's just a theory. We don't know this for a fact, but it's like.
But if you know that, bro,
Nah, I know. I know you super woke with this shit. So
I'll really break it. Yo, I want an episode. I'll really break it down.
Break something down. Tell me what's the ill conspiracy? What's one of them ones? I know you got them. You know, I never actually looked into exactly what the Tuskegee experiments were about, but I've always heard about them, and I like still haven't educated myself fully on what they were about.
The Tuskegee.
I got the general like basis. I know something about syphilis.
Yeah.
And black people in Tuskegee. And I'm not sure if Tuskegee's in Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri. I know it's one of them fucked up states, though. It's just about slavery in, like, 2012, one of them type states. Like, people don't even know that. I think it was Mississippi just about slavery in, like, 2013 or some shit like that.
Bro.
Like, technically. Like, it just finally got taken out of their like, paperwork, all that. Like, it's just gotten redacted, like.
Well, technically,
Oh, shit, here it go.
Technically,
Conspiracy theory Cinco on the proud.
When Abe Lincoln's.
Oh shit, he went to Abe Lincoln. Hold on. Is Abe Lincoln an op or not? Is fuck Abe Lincoln or we fucking with Abe Lincoln?
Bro.
Don't tell me he had slaves, bro.
Bro, you want me to break it down? Abe Lincoln? Abe Lincoln was definitely an op. But you gotta realize. Listen, you gotta realize.
You gonna get us boomed up here, nigga.
Bro, Abe Lincoln was definitely an op. So let me break it down. The Emancipation Proclamation in 1865.
Yeah, nigga said the Emancipation Proclamation of what?
1865.
1865. So, about playing.
So
go ahead.
To emancipate.
I try to tell you this nigga smart.
Literally translates to let go of bondage.
Okay.
So they didn't make slavery illegal. It's literally to let go of bondage. You got to realize. What was happening. Whoa. What was happening in America. It's all about taxes. The South was making so much money off slavery. They were making so much money,
right.
and they were getting so powerful. Abe Lincoln had to do something. It was the conversation between North and South. Well, you know, we are all united, so y'all got to give us some of that. They're like, no, fuck you. I'm not giving you nothing.
Right.
Oh, word. So we're gonna take your slave. We taking it's just like let's say let's change it from slavery to farming. Let's say there were farmers out here who were making killing off farming, not paying any taxes, and then the government was like, "Yo, you gotta pay some of these taxes." And the farmers are making a killing, and they're getting so powerful, and they're like, "No, fuck you." So now the government like, you know what? We're freeing all the cows, but does that mean they about to be poster childs for PETA? Absolutely not. It's a bigger picture in mind. It's all about power.
Whoa.
It's all about power.
Whoa.
Think about it, So the South Carolina was the first state to bifurcate, which is to split. Bifurcate means split in two.
Yeah, I caught that.
So they were the first ones to secede. Like, no, we want our own now. So the North was like, nah, we're not having that. So that's how the Civil War started. It was over slavery, but it was over power. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it was really
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln also not from the South.
Bro, look up for
Springfield, Missouri or some shit.
Look up the exact quote.
Springfield, Illinois.
He wished that he could still hold on to the slaves and resolve the issues.
He said that?
Look it up.
He said that's on his gram right now.
Look it up on his Twitter right now. Check his Twitter right now. Nah, look it up.
I'm not jacking that.
Nah, seriously.
What?
Seriously.
He gets all this fucking credit. Fucking
beard. Technically he did, but he really did. Technically he did. Vampire Slayer.
Nah, that's how I think about Abe Lincoln. When I think about Abe Lincoln, I think of Abe Lincoln in the Blade Trinity boots, ready to fuck some vampires up. Like, that's what they turned it into. Like,
but yeah, I mean, Abe Lincoln did emancipate the slaves, but he wasn't an abolitionist by definition. It was all about power.
Damn. So who was an abolitionist by default? I want to hear. I mean, an abolitionist not by default. Like name a famous one that was true to.
Oh, you mean a white one?
Oh shit.
Oh, John Brown.
Who's John Brown with this black name?
John Brown was a fighter for the Union Army who literally went crazy.
How does this nigga know this?
who literally ended up being hung because he was so gung ho about.
That's tough.
Yeah.
When white people hung white people, that's tough. Hey, really, what's the fuck with you, kid?
So
they could have boomed you and got rid of you.
So
they hung you?
So if you had that's a white abolitionist who was really abolitionist, who was really 10 toes, really riding for the cause. It's always
I got to do some research on John Brown. That's also the most generic name in the world.
I'm telling you, John Brown. But other than that, you know, of course, you know, you had your Frederick Douglasses at the time.
Of course, yeah. Shout out to Freddie D. Freddie D, that nigga, I ain't gonna lie. But I said, it's crazy to think about the fact that people like slaves used to have to hide the fact that they knew how to read. They had to hide the fact that they understood words. That shit is mind blowing to me. Like, it was illegal to know how to read, dog. That's crazy to me.
But
the slave master will get in trouble if his slave knew how to read.
Absolutely.
Like, to the point where niggas is trying to kill him for that. Like, they be like, how the fuck you teach him how to read? He's gonna teach the rest of them how to read. He's gonna make them smart. And that shit is mind blowing. They knew that educating people would enlighten them to who they actually were, and then boom, look now. Now we got BET.
But they were allowed to.
They were trying to provide. I mean, they knew they was trying to prevent. They were trying to prevent some shit.
They're allowed to worship Jesus. Well, they weren't allowed to read.
Don't start me with the religious shit, bro. Because the religious shit.
I don't want to get into that.
I do. Shit, we can get into it. Not right now. We can get into it.
I don't. Do we have the time? Because we don't. I'll really. I'll really break down dates and timelines.
Word.
On God.
Can I get a quick rundown? Because I got so many theories of religion. I be making up my own theories. I realize that. Like, I be having to go search some shit and be like, does that make sense? Like, because I be just hypothesizing shit in my own head. Like, yo, this is probably what happened. Like,
all right, so let's talk about the Christian religion in general and the connection with ancient Egypt.
It's up. It's about to go up.
So back in ancient Egypt, they were polytheistic, meaning that they worshipped multiple gods. And the king of the gods, his name was Amen.
Right.
He was the king of all gods.
Right.
He's actually who Zeus was based off of, Amen.
Right.
And the story goes that Amen, the king of the gods, and Ra, the sun god, combined. And they went from being polytheistic to monotheistic, believing in just Amen Ra.
Right.
And, King Tut,
right.
King Tutankhamun.
Was he like 12?
He was the boy Pharaoh.
Right.
He's famous for that. But his name is Tutankhamun, which literally translates to the living form of Amen.
Oh, that's tough.
And
that name is tough.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
Tutankhamun, but I'm pretty sure he has some fucked up shit going on.
And so Amen and Ra combined. So now you have the sun god, and then you have the father. S-O-N became S-U-N, the son. The S-U-N became S-O-N, the son.
See, that's what we talking about,
now let's talk about it. There is the winter solstice and there's the summer solstice, right? The summer solstice is the longest day of daylight of the year.
Right.
And the winter solstice is the shortest day of daylight in the year.
Just learning like 3 new things.
So from the summer solstice, the longest day, leading up to the winter solstice, the days get shorter.
Right.
So from the winter solstice to the summer solstice, the days get longer.
Right.
The winter solstice is December 21st.
Right.
And they said in ancient Egypt that after a few days after the winter solstice, the sun was born in the sky. The sun was born December 25th.
Oh.
The sun was born in the sky from the winter solstice.
Shit. Which means Jesus is the sun. S-O-N and the S-U-N.
And
mind blowing. See what the fuck I'm talking about?
Think about every time someone prays.
Wait.
Easter.
The summer solstice. Wait, when does the summer solstice start?
The summer solstice is in the summer. It's in June.
June what?
June 21st.
Oh, because the winter starts December 21st. Summer starts June 20th.
And think about when you pray. When you pray, say grace. Amen. Amen. You're literally saying Amen.
All right, now I'm out.
You're literally.
Yo,
think about it, bro.
I never put that correlation in there. Christianity and ancient Egypt is literally
and then
the mythology.
The physical depiction of Amen, he's holding the Ankh. The Ankh is
the cross.
Is the sign of life, the sign of eternal life.
Right.
The Ankh ended up being the cross where Jesus was crucified on.
Oh, where the son died.
Yes. Where the son died. Yeah, bro. So there's so many correlations in there. And I didn't even think I was talking about this today.
You know where I knew something was. I always correlated this since young was the idea of the sun. I've always thought like God was the sun for some reason. I felt that. Like I felt that because I knew that
everything comes from the sun.
Yeah, everything comes from the sun. Exactly. People used to worship the sun because the sun brought daylight.
Everything.
It brought clearness. We can see. People felt safer. It was warm.
Sun was everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And it clearly made the plants grow when it was hotter outside. Everything was in abundance. The animals came out. Everything came out when the sun came out. So I'm like, people used to worship the sun, and then the sun had the followers. Jesus had 12 disciples, and to me, those 12 disciples is the same thing as the 12. What are those called? In the galaxy.
Constellations,
right? The 12 constellations which follow the sun. Because after the sun drops,
honestly,
the 12 constellations come, and then you see them in the sky. Those are the followers of the sun. Who I looked at as Jesus and the 12 disciples were the constellations.
I didn't even put that together.
And I know that constellations. Didn't ancient Egypt kind of like develop that first, like the idea of constellations, like getting the story and putting the whole back into it?
I can't.
I have to do some more research on that.
I know ancient Egypt grew out of ancient Nubia, which was Ethiopia, but I'm not sure if the Ethiopians were up on that.
Whoa. Wasn't Ethiopia like the first civilization or some shit like that? Yeah, I know.
It's coined as the first civilization.
Like the first working
civilization. That's what everything
they had a
came out of.
Hierarchy, a government. Yeah. Motherfuckers developed like plumbing systems and shit like that. They knew that they needed sewage, shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, sewage is crazy. Like people don't even know like stilettos. It's the stiletto, the high heel was invented because of how poor sewage was.
Because they were stepping in shit.
Yeah, people were literally shitting on the streets everywhere. Shitting, pooping, diarrhea. Everything was just on the street. Niggas didn't have no. They didn't have no. The idea of putting all the garbage in one place wasn't a thought. Everybody was living like fucking Neanderthals, living like wild animals, and people were literally walking the streets and in shit. So they were like, "Yo, we need the high heels so that you can keep your feet, you know what I'm saying, above the nastiest shit."
That was during Europe in the Dark Ages.
Yeah,
and what about the Dark Ages was the Moors, and I'll talk about the Moors another day.
The Moors?
The Moors.
What's that?
The Moors.
Is that the last name?
No, the Moors. Those are people. Those are black people. You never heard of the Moors before? Never?
The Moors?
Yes.
From where?
They settled in Spain.
Get the fuck out of here.
Settled in Spain. They literally bought Europe out of the Dark Ages.
What? Nah,
Europe at the time.
I've never even remotely heard it.
Europe at the time had one university. They had like 10 to 15 universities in Spain. The idea of running water, the idea of not caging your animals. At the time, Europe had a 99% illiteracy rate. That means even kings and queens. So the reason why a lot of bishops were so highly regarded because they were the only ones who could read. You remember? You know?
Oh, they had a 99%
illiteracy rate.
So everybody was dumb. Nobody could read.
So you know. I'll give you an example. You know what a gargoyle is, right?
Of course.
Like those demon-looking characters.
Yeah. That
came out in the Dark Ages because they were afraid that the people didn't realize how bad hell was, so they needed a physical just depiction of it because people were so illiterate.
Wow.
So that's how gargoyles came about in the Middle Ages.
They were like, let's make the creepiest looking
not the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, my bad.
They were like, let's make the nastiest looking creature looking thing and put it on top of this church and make sure these motherfuckers understand.
And guess what? The Moors settled in 711 AD in Spain. And
bringing up AD. Yeah, bro, I'm
711
out.
and they were there until 1491 AD. And there was conflict not because of their skin color, but because they weren't Christians. So, mind you, they made a treaty in 1491 AD that didn't go into effect until the spring of 1492. Does that have any correlation?
Columbus.
Boom.
I'm out.
Boom.
Listen to me.
Does that have any correlation?
You just
Christopher
fucked
Columbus.
Me up. You just fucked me up.
So part of what Christopher Columbus's journey was to spread religion. Exactly.
Right.
After they got the Moors out of Europe. In 1491.
Man, fuck this thing. You got me hot. Listen, man. This has been another episode of the Free Jazz Podcast, man. We touched on a lot of different grounds. This motherfucker just blew my head off. I'm about to go to the crib and do some research because you just fucked me up. I don't even know who the Moors are. You literally just fucked my head up, bro. Listen, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere
Absolutely.
else. Apple
Thank
Music
you,
coming
guys.
real soon, man. Appreciate y'all, man. And we
are out.
Gone.